Greetings. Today I want to teach you how to use the Bible to make millions of dollars. In other words, I'm going to teach you how to ask God for millions of dollars in your life. Now, it can be 1 million, it can be 2 million, it can be 3 million, it can be any amount based upon your ability, based on your faith, based on the price that you're willing to pay to achieve this gigantic goal of achieving millions in your life. But there are a few pointers that I would like to show you as a foundation, and there definitely would have to be a continuation of this teaching. So I would definitely continue this teaching on my Patreon for everyone who's on my Patreon. Okay? But for those of you who are listening to me at this time, you can listen to this one video, and if you get what I am saying, you can just work with this information that I'm going to give to you. Now, the very first thing I want you to accept is that you are actually a magician, and that all of us in this world are magicians, and we are one. It's only God that exists in this world, and there is no other. Now, if you can believe that, then you'll be able to believe that God in man is definitely man's imagination. And when you believe that God in man is man's imagination, that is you embracing the silence. That is you embracing the emptiness. That is you embracing the invisible substance. And that's what brings me to Habakkuk chapter 1 and chapter 2 to show you something. But I will definitely encourage you to get this Bible and read it from this Bible. Study with me from this Bible, the 66 books of magic, the Overcomer's Bible. Okay, and I put this Bible together to give every person upon the face of this earth the opportunity to claim the Bible as their spiritual autobiography that must be interpreted psychologically. That's why I omit Jesus out of this Bible, and I leave a blank space for everyone to write their name, which is I am. For the name of God is I am from generation to generation. And you can never say I am and not referring to yourself. But let's get back to the story that I want to bring to you concerning how you can ask God for millions of dollars in your life, or how to use the Bible to generate millions of dollars in your life. Now, if you turn your Bibles to Habakkuk chapter 1 and read from verses 1 to verses 4, at least just from verses 1 to verses 4. Verses 4 end whereby it says to you that the just shall live by faith. But in that chapter, those other verses before verses 4 is teaching you in life you'll take a beating. Yeah, a serious beating. In life, you'll face many dark times. And you will wonder why things not happening in your life, why things not working out for you. And you're going to seek for answers. That's why it's very important to be honest with yourself. And that's why it's important to know that if you're going to achieve anything in this life, it has to start with a burning desire. And that burning desire must come from a place of care, where you care not just for yourself, but for others, whereby you want to make a difference in this world. So, what am I saying? What is your motive for wanting to make millions of dollars? To show off? To impress the neighbors? To run women or hoes? Whichever way? Okay, I'm just putting it that way so you understand me, okay? What do you want it for? So there must be a very good reason or motive why you really want to become a millionaire or multi-millionaire, or why you want to have millions of dollars in your life. So Habakkuk 1 is showing you all of this taking place If you would just read verses 1 to verses 4 and understand that Habakkuk is speaking about embracing your inner self, embracing your inner child, embracing the God that is within, embracing your imagination to be God in man. Then chapter 2 of Habakkuk tells you exactly what to do. And this is what I really want to get across to you. And there are many more scriptures that can go with that scripture that I'm quoting for you, which I will take you further as I would have said before. But now I'm just going to stick with Habakkuk chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay? Chapter 2 tells you that when the answer comes, how you would know that the answer comes. It gives you a clear-cut instruction. And that is why if you follow the things that I'm saying and do exactly what I am saying for you to do, I'm telling you, whether is it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, or even 10 years from now, you're going to thank me. You're going to be grateful that you listened to this video up to this point. You're going to be grateful that I didn't just come out one time and just say it. I take you through and through, and you was patient enough to listen to me. Okay? Now, it says that you must first of all write down your vision. It means that you must know exactly what you want. And when you know exactly what you want, you have a vision of that which you want, which I said before, a desire. Okay? And you have definiteness of purpose. You are definite about that which you want because you're doing it. You want to do it because you love it. And you want to do it because of care. So you want to be able to reach out to others. You want to be able to help others. You want to be able to uplift others. You want to be able to get this amount of money in your life to help to uplift the rest of humanity. Okay? Therefore, what you write down must be able to be operated within your ability. And that is what will help you to believe that it is possible, because it must sound reasonable to you, because you know you're walking with what you believe to be your gift, what you believe that you are talented in, what you believe that you are gifted in, something that you love dearly, you really, really love it, and you really, really want to do it. Write it down. Make it plain. So, you have to write it in a way whereby you're making it so plain that it is well detailed. So it must be well detailed. Okay? And then you're gonna write down how long you think it would take for you to achieve this goal. Whether is it 5 years, or whether is it 3 years, or whether is it 4 years, or even 10 years. You see, some people just want overnight thing. So sometimes some people don't even have any patience. They want things now for now. No, this is about you setting goals. Okay? And you're going to do it a conscious way. And so, yeah, when you write it down, and you write it down in detail, you have to now visualize it and see it in your mind's eye and live from the end, live in the present tense. Which means you have to write it down also in the present tense. Now, when you write it down in the present tense, it is you embracing eternity. It is you embracing the now. It is you embracing your spiritual self, your God self, the self of you that is limitless, your unlimited self. And you're told that when you write it down, that vision, and you make it plain, he said, do it tarry. So it means it will take a process. It means it will take a series of events to take place in your life. He said, do it tarry. You must wait. Because why? It is sure. Why is it sure? You're walking with Allah. And he's teaching you how to walk with the law of opulence, how to walk with the law that will put you in a place of affluence. a law that is immutable. So when you write it down, you believe it and you visualize it, and you write down the space of time that you believe that you can achieve it. You have to wait for the instructions. And that is why it's very important for you to write down how you would like to achieve it in terms of what would you like to do. You have to know what you would like to do. For example, everything you see that I am doing here, I wrote it down long before I ever do anything. And I had no knowledge about the things that I am doing. You see me writing books. That was one of the things I wrote down on my piece of paper. You see me doing YouTube and so on. I wrote down motivational speaking and reaching out to people. All the things that I am doing, I wrote them down. Not knowing how or when it was going to happen. Honestly, I didn't know. Okay, as a matter of fact, when I started YouTube, I had no understanding about YouTube. I didn't know anything at all. Okay, while people was listening to me, they were helping me out by telling me certain things and giving me certain information. That's how I get to do a lot of things. Okay, so my brother, my sister, what I'm saying to you, when you follow this simple instruction and do what exactly I am telling you to do, and you learn to wait, because you would have written down exactly what you want to do, because you know exactly what you want to do, and because you would have seen the potential in that which you want to do, and you really believe it, the way will be shown to you. And when the way been shown to you, it's gonna start very small, and that is why you need to understand your genesis. Genesis, genes is starting with the seed. The seed is the thought. The seed is the desire. It's the idea. And it tells you in Genesis that there's a garden. The garden is your mind. And there's Adam and Eve in the garden. It's an atom and an electron it is talking about. And it tells you that Adam and Eve populate the rest of the world. It's teaching you multiplication. It is teaching you reproduction. And so when you believe that your mind is really the garden, and Adam and Eve is electron and atom, things will start to come together, because you're now drawing from the invisible source. And when you draw from the invisible source, that energy, which cannot be created or destroyed, but can be transmuted, it will start to be transmuted into an atom, but you wouldn't be able to see it. So the small things would start to happen in your life. And to cut a long story short, if you never was able to achieve $10,000, say in your bank account, you find yourself now having 10,000. Now when you have 10,000, even before you have 10,000, even if you move from 0 to 1, because from 0, it's teaching you how to embrace the invisible. Because Habakkuk is teaching how to move from 0 to hero. And that is why after 0 is 1. Showing you the part of the atom that I'm speaking about. Okay, and it's teaching you that you are the one who have to operate this power. You are the one who have to create your life how you want it to be. Okay, so from time you move to 1, 1 is teaching you that you can move from 1 to 10. And then from 10, you can move to 100. So when you have moved to at least $1, your first dollar, it means you can go to $10. When you go to your first $10, you can go to $100. When you go to $100, you can move to $1,000. And then from 1,000, you can move to 10,000. And then from 10,000, you can go to 100,000. And from 100,000, you can go to 1,000,000. And from 1,000,000, you can go to 2,000,000. And you go and go on and on and on and on. It's all about reproduction. It's all about expansion. It's all about growth. Because when you understand the Genesis story, it's the creation story. Therefore, my brother, my sisters, you can start from 0. And from 0, you can become a hero. That's why in mathematics, you move from 0 to 9. So my brother, my sisters, get into the 9 power by believing in yourself. Trust your genius self. Trust the side of you that can become a multi-millionaire, that can become a millionaire, that can become a billionaire, or in other words, can become anything in this world that you so desire. So, the reason why I use money, it is because money is a medium of exchange. And everyone in this world would like to have money to take care of all of their needs. So my brother, my sisters, I just want to encourage you to put what I'm saying to work. And for those of you who are on my Patreon and you would like me to continue this teaching, let me know. So I will continue this teaching and break it down in more finer details for you and go more in the Bible and teach you how you can definitely use the Bible or walk with the Bible, okay, to generate millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars in your life. Okay, this is something that I would have come to discover. Okay, I grew up very, 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 very poor and always had many questions in my life concerning what life is really all about. And from a very young age, I asked myself, who am I and who is God? And I set out on a journey was to discover who am I and who is God for myself. Therefore, all my life I was only asking for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and it's been given to me. And now I am willing and ready to share this knowledge with everyone who would listen to what I am saying and willing to put what I am saying to work in their lives. If you're looking to see things in the physical realm, to believe me, then that is not faith. Remember, the just shall live by faith. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly to support this work because it's very beneficial to you and it's helping you, I would definitely want to remind you that we have a PayPal and the link is always down below. Also, you can be a part of my Patreon community and support this work continually as we continue to uplift humanity and as we work together in one accord for the upliftment and enlightenment of all of humanity. Also, I have a $20 course that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about having you focusing inwardly to realize that it is your own thought that's creating your reality and creating your personality. And that when you look within yourself, you're going to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that divinity is in you as light, as a sun. Yes, a sun. A melanin sun, as in a S-U-N. Just as the sun shines, and whatever the sun shines upon is bring forth, so too, when you discover the sun that is within you, it will bring you in alignment with the rest of nature. And your life will definitely replicate nature. Okay, you will prosper, you will grow. Okay, so if you really feel led to check out those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. At this time, I just want to say peace, love you all, and remember, I'm going to continue this teaching on my Patreon. Peace.